Have you ever heard of someone who left college before finishing, but still built a company worth billions? This is the story of Alexandr Wang. He is one of the youngest billionaires in the world. But more than money, his story is about courage, curiosity, and the power of believing in yourself. So sit back, relax, and let's follow his journey step by step. Alexandr Wang was born in Los Alamos, New Mexico, a town famous for science. Both of his parents were physicists at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. At home, the talk wasn't about sports or TV shows. It was about experiments, equations, and discoveries. In this environment, Alexandr grew up surrounded by curiosity and problem-solving. From an early age, he loved numbers. Math wasn't just schoolwork, it was a game. He filled notebooks with puzzles and challenges, always searching for patterns. While other kids played outside, Alexandr often sat quietly, working through problems that stretched his mind. By the time he was in high school, Alexandr was competing in math and coding contests. He qualified for the U.S. physics team. He became a finalist in the U.S. Computing Olympiad. But for Alexandr, it wasn't about medals. It was about the joy of discovery, the quiet moment when a problem finally made sense. Fun fact, even as a teenager, he was already spending summers in Silicon Valley. He worked at Quora and Audipar, writing code for real companies while most kids his age were focused on SATs. After high school, Alexandr entered MIT, one of the world's most prestigious universities. He studied math and computer science. On campus, he was surrounded by students who built rockets, robots, and new apps. It was inspiring. But after 1 year, Alexandr felt restless. He looked at the world outside, the growing wave of artificial intelligence. He asked himself, why am I sitting in class when I could be building something for this new world right now? It was a bold question, and it led to an even bolder choice. In 2016, at just 19 years old, Alexandr dropped out of MIT. Most people thought he was crazy. They said, "Finish your degree first, play it safe." But Alexandr believed the timing was now. AI was booming, and AI needed data, millions of clean labeled examples to learn from. So together with Lucy Guo, he co-founded Scale AI. The early days of Scale were not easy. Investors looked at Alexandr and asked, why should we trust a teenager with this? But Alexandr believed in the mission. He promised speed, accuracy, and quality. And slowly, clients began to come. Self-driving car companies, tech firms building new AI systems, and eventually, even the U.S. government. Fun fact, Scale AI started as part of Y Combinator's summer 2016 batch. At the time, it was described as an API for human labor, a small phrase that would grow into a multi-billion-dollar vision. As artificial intelligence exploded, Scale AI grew rapidly. The company became the quiet powerhouse behind the AI revolution, labeling the data that trains the smartest systems in the world. By 2021, Scale AI was valued at $7 billion. In 2024, after raising $1 billion in funding, it reached a $13.8 billion valuation. And at just 25 years old, Alexandr Wang became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. Imagine that. From a math-loving kid in Los Alamos, to a 19-year-old dropout, to the head of a company worth billions. Unlike many tech CEOs, Alexandr is not flashy. He doesn't brag on social media. He doesn't chase the spotlight. Instead, he is calm, focused, and problem-driven. He describes his hiring philosophy with 3 letters, MEI, merit, excellence, intelligence. In 2023, he testified before Congress about AI in defense. That same year, he joined the board of Expedia Group, and Time magazine named him to its list of 100 people shaping AI. But even with all this, Alexandr still sees himself as the boy who loves puzzles, always curious, always learning. What can we learn from Alexandr Wang's story? Curiosity matters. From puzzles to programming, curiosity guided him. 1. Age is not a limit. He built a billion-dollar company before most people finish college. 2. Courage is key. Dropping out of MIT was risky, but he trusted his vision. 3. Focus wins. He avoided distractions and built Scale AI into an industry leader. Fun fact, behind every smart AI is often thousands of human workers labeling data. Scale AI doesn't just build software, it also coordinates this hidden workforce. Alexandr Wang's journey is more than the story of a young billionaire. It is a story of curiosity, courage, and the belief that the future can be built today. From a small desert town to coding in Silicon Valley as a teenager, to leading one of the world's most important AI companies, his story shows that sometimes the biggest step forward is a leap of faith. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Every week, I'll bring you a new story told in simple English to inspire you and to help you practice listening. Thank you for spending this time with me. See you next week.